This is the Regal Imports News for October 2013. This month the market report is simple and to the point. Rough prices are high and polished prices are stable and firm. The Hong Kong show was not exciting, and decent diamonds were hard to find regardless of price. Triple Excellence certificates are in demand and bringing premiums. I am beginning the fourth quarter with a bit of caution but still positive. I am always nervous as this busy season approaches, and yet I bought heavily. I am going forward with the largest inventory that I've ever had. So what does this tell you? Well, it tells me that if I want the business, I have to have confidence in my product. I don't believe that good diamonds are a risk, and I don't foresee a downward trend in the market. Shopper Track is forecasting that holiday shopping will begin earlier this year. I have noticed a trend towards a stronger November and a somewhat softer December. Some Christmas promotions are already out, and it might be a good idea to start early and capture more November sales. Some retailers are trying not to be overly dependent on seasonal sales. Sales growth is expected this season, but modest growth. E-commerce is expected to lose some momentum, and jewelry is expected to do well. Stock markets have been in a sustained rally, and it's just a matter of time till wallets open to luxury. The long-term challenge is to become more relevant to younger generations. There is mounting evidence that millennials don't have the attachment to diamonds that was so strong with baby boomers. Here is a quote from an Israeli newspaper. When De Beers invested $200 million a year in advertising, it created markets from nothing. Future demand depends largely on the growth of markets in India and China, but that is based on the assumption that they will want to buy diamonds. De Beers educated the younger generation to buy diamonds, but who will educate the new generation, which is growing up with an iPhone in their pocket and not necessarily a diamond ring on their finger? Who will explain the sentimental value of a diamond to them? That's an end of quote. Let me expand this idea a little more and make it even more inclusive. Who is going to explain the need for a gold watch to a generation that will soon be wearing a smartwatch? Retailers need to have a plan in place to promote luxury in a relevant manner to a new generation. Here is a bit of retro philosophy. Listen to your clients. Something that we all need to revisit on a daily basis. It seems that with my desire to be more technologically forward, I have failed to listen to some of my clients. I got my website up and running, offering the most advanced searches and information possible, and I neglected to understand that in a retail store it is not always practical to run to a computer. I pushed my web presence and discontinued my hard copy price catalog. My push to technology was right, but I should not have neglected traditional methods of communicating with my clients. This is a lesson that I have recently learned, and I pass it on to you as it may be relevant in your communication with your clients. Technology works, but it will work better in tandem with traditional marketing methods. Needless to say, my clients will soon be receiving a hard copy Regal price catalog. Larger jewelry retailers are getting into the rough diamond and cutting business. Tiffany, Signet, Chow Sang Sang, and Chow Tai Fook are all buying and cutting rough. The direct link from rough to retail is a major factor in pushing the price of rough diamonds to heights that are straining the competitive ability of traditional rough traders. Traders are complaining that they are making no profit and even selling into the secondary market at losses. Indian diamond polishers are expected to reduce production by 30 to 50% due to low profitability. Changes in business are inevitable, and today changes happen in the blink of an eye. A retail chain competing with large diamond cutters is a new development that is being encouraged by mine owners. With mines promoting auctions and tenders to a wider audience, and new production models being considered downstream, do you think traditional rough buyers are getting nervous? You bet they are. Belgium and Israel are pushing hard to renew their presence in an ever-changing market. Belgium is afraid of losing their rough trade to the new De Beers distribution center in Botswana, and Israel is trying to rejuvenate their cutting industry. And both have a tough row to hoe. Israel and Belgium are happy that the EU has lifted sanctions on diamonds from Zimbabwe, and they see Zimbabwe rough as a new opportunity. They maintain that human rights issues are separate from conflict issues. They claim that human rights issues are issues that pertain to the United Nations and not to industry and the Kimberley process. The United States stands alone in maintaining sanctions against Zimbabwe. The U.S. position is presently incompatible with Kimberley process policy. Here is an interesting analogy. Can you imagine postal workers around the world being told to boycott mail from a certain country because of human rights abuses in that country? On the surface, this comparison seems consistent, but is still a bit simplistic. Meanwhile, Charles Taylor's conviction and sentence for atrocities in Sierra Leone has been upheld. The ruling means that the 65-year-old will spend the rest of his life in prison. Taylor is the first head of state to face judgment in an international court since the Nazis at Nuremberg. Finally, on a lighter note, the Journal of Consumer Research found that men are very confused about why women need so many handbags and shoes. The research suggests that men are not the audience for women's conspicuous consumption of luxury products. It's really other women. The supposition is that women use luxury products as a signal to other women that their romantic partner is especially devoted to them, and that the flaunting of luxury possessions functions as an intersexual signaling system. The idea is that women use luxury products to send signals to other women in order to deter the poaching of their romantic partner. According to the study, women who felt their romantic relationship was threatened had a greater desire for luxury products. If this supposition is correct, then diamonds are not just a girl's best friend, but also a useful weapon as well. And that's it for another month. Thank you very much for watching.